Tennessee and Georgia will face off in a pivotal SEC East meeting at 3:30 p.m. ET on Saturday, September 30. The Vols are 8-point underdogs. Find full odds and our picks on the game below. The Vols enter the game 3-1 overall and 0-1 in the SEC, while the number 7 Bulldogs are 4-0 and 1-0 in SEC play after a dominating win against Mississippi State last week. Tennessee-Georgia, Week 5 betting odds. 7th-ranked Georgia is an 8-point favorite, according to MyBookie, against Tennessee at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee, on Saturday, September 30. The over/under for the game is 47 points. Tennessee-Georgia betting picks. Mike Griffith's pick, Georgia 31, Tennessee 13. Georgia's defensive front will put too much pressure on the Vols quarterbacks and create turnovers and points as the Bulldogs pull away in the second half. Blake Morgan's pick, Georgia 35, Tennessee 14. Georgia's defense will be too overwhelming for Tennessee's sputtering offense. Josh Ward's pick, Georgia 31, Tennessee 27. The game is wild, just like the last several years, but Georgia is too strong in the end. Dustin DePirak's pick, Georgia 35, Tennessee 21. Tennessee desperately needs this game, but after the last 2 weeks I'm not sure the Vols have the horses to pull it off. The Bulldogs have a lot of talent on offense, and they also have speed on the edges of that 3-4 defense that could cause a lot of problems for Quinton Dormady. Tennessee-Georgia betting preview. This will be the 47th installment of UT vs Uganda. Tennessee leads the series 23-21-2. The Vols have won the last 2 games against Georgia. Last season in Athens, Georgia, Tennessee won 34-31, and in 2015, it was 38-31 in favor of UT. In the last 5 meetings, the teams have combined to score at least 65 points, with both teams scoring at least 31 points in each game. The last 5 results, UT 34-31, UT 38-31, Georgia 35-32, Georgia 34-31, and Georgia 51-44. Georgia won 5 in a row in the series before Tennessee's current 2-game winning streak. It's been a while since the Vols beat a top 10 opponent. How long? You have to go back to 2006, when Tennessee knocked off number 10 Georgia 51-33 in Athens. The Bulldogs have scored at least 31 points in every game this season except for their Week 2, 2019 win against Notre Dame. Opponents have scored just 46 points against UGA this season, which is ranked number 8 in the country, 11.5 points per game. Georgia is 16th in the country in total defense, allowing 269.5 yards per game. After scoring 42 points in both of its first 2 games of the season, wins versus Georgia Tech and Indiana State, the Tennessee offense has struggled. The Vols scored 20 in the loss to Florida and just 17 last week in a 4-point win against UMass. The Vols rank 69th nationally, scoring 30.3 points per game. The Bulldogs are just ahead of them, 63rd with 31.0 points. UT has been good at Neyland Stadium. Since 2015, the Vols are 13-3 on their home turf and they've won 5 consecutive games there. Under Butch Jones, Utah is 21-9 overall at home. The Vols won 9 games in a row in the series against Georgia from 1989 through 1999. Only 2 of those wins, the first 2 in 1989 and 1992, were decided by less than 10 points.